Hey guys, Spartan here, welcome back to Final Fantasy X. In between episodes, I played like 2 hours of Blitzball, and I got Waka's second overdrive, and the only other thing I got was a return sphere, so that doesn't matter. Also, random game critics here.
I'm sure that Blitzball stream was riveting.
I didn't even stream Blitzball, I played it solo, and I kind of regret not recording it because of one particular match. Out of my way, Monk. But yeah.
Off so early? Lady Yuna, you must be exhausted after working so hard last
Those are
night.
chocobos, right?
Will you be okay?
Yeah. Most of them died in the stupid fight against sin.
I know so little about Final Fantasy, I had to ask that.
Will you be leaving
Yeah, you'll be seeing them in the bottom right corner of every
First we cross the
cutscene, or
moonflow,
not cutscene,
and
loading
then we
screen.
head north in search of chocobos
Mm.
to replace those we have lost.
Lucille still
Once we find
refuses to
chocobos,
put
our
pants
magic
on.
horses will ride again. Huh?
Oh my god, you're right.
Aren't you missing someone?
I guess that's a style at the time.
Wait for me!
Wait for me! Wow.
Yeah, great voice there, Clasco. Clasco is still the weirdest character.
You expect me to keep up with
His
a
stupid bowl
chocobo?
cut, his stupid green tunic.
Lady Yuna, I wish you good fortune.
Everything about this game just feels so goofy to me, like the voice acting, the animations, everything.
Hey, can't I just rest a sec?
No complaints.
Don't forget, this was the groundbreaking first PS2 Final Fantasy game.
Where to next?
We
Hmm.
crossed the moonflow.
I guess that might
Gotcha.
explain it, because, you know, if it's the
Baby,
first
here
one, it could
we
either
come.
be a big jump forward, or it could be, oh, studio's first time on a new console and having no clue what the hell they're doing. It could go
Oh, yeah.
either way.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is the game that actually kind of saved Square. Just it sold so
Is it
well.
really?
Yeah. Okay, Black Knight over here with the flesh wound.
I would have figured that they would have been fine after 7. Like, just coast off that for a while.
I mean, that was years before this. Alright,
I guess, yeah.
still fighting the same basic enemies. Alright. Please, don't laugh, Titus. Alright,
Yeah, no, don't laugh. Don't laugh, cheer.
yeah, cheer. Good that
For
you
basic enemies.
you've learned the meta already. My god, I keep forgetting how good that counterattack weapon is.
It's weird, like, I see, like, Titus swing his sword, and for some reason, my brain just sees, like, the Kingdom Hearts sword swinging animation for Keyblades. I don't know why. It might be the same.
I don't think
Maybe it's
so,
a-
but maybe it's not entirely out of the possibility that that would be a thing they do, considering that they were released roughly around the same time.
It's like similar movements, kind of similar outfits too. He's got like the shorts like Sora does. I don't know, but for some reason, I just saw that in that movement for some reason.
Oh, why did I
Don't know
talk to her?
Good day, everyone. We can all learn
Oh no, you just loaded a whole ass cutscene.
from what has happened to the Crusaders.
Everybody spawned just for
Only the
this.
truly faithful have a hope of defeating sin.
Yeah, that's totally what the plot of this game is. Thanks, Shalinda. That was totally worth loading everyone in.
No one even said anything either.
Smash these. So Kamari will probably stop being used at the end of, if not this episode, next episode, because I no longer have use of his steal ability. Crumble.
I know, Mr. Stark right now feels so good.
Rest in peace. Oh, if you haven't been
Jesus,
keeping up with
wild
this
damage.
series, I took Yuna down Lulu's sphere grid, so now she's a black mage instead of a white mage, which makes her infinitely
That was
more
all-
useful.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
I mean,
That's how Waka just like 300, then she does 1500.
to be fair, this is a elemental enemy that is weak to fire. But getting reliable like 1700s is so good.
Training, huh?
I should be using Titus's overdrive. I keep forgetting that if you don't use his overdrive, you won't get new ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you need to use that move 10 times in order to get the next one. Then you have to use a total of them like 20 times. And then etc, until you've used like 40 times. High-powered potions, those are completely useless. Just free action economy.
Got him. In D&D, we call that a bonus action.
Final Fantasy X, we call that use a like bad weapon in order to gain a special effect that won't work against all enemies.
Looks just like him.
What?
Back at the furry
What?
convention.
Summoners on all
Oh yeah, Darkside Phil plays a cameo in this game.
Hornless. Hornless.
I
feel like I
reckon
should
that
know that
half of
name.
all of Yenkei's lines are just hornless.
Come to insult Kimari. Wrong.
I want to make a joke about them just measuring horns, but like, I don't know, it's too easy.
I mean, they are furries, so that's kind of popular in the community.
Next will be Kimari's summoner.
Yeah, I believe that.
Lost his
There's one time I read a fucking pony fanfiction where there's a joke about how wings are like tits. If they're bigger, it's more attractive.
No comment.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know why I decided to share that.
Got something against
I mean, if you go back and look at that one recording we did of SCP Containment Breach years ago,
picking on you,
we talked about some weird stuff in that as well.
and I'll help.
I'm sure. I don't even like. Oh, I haven't seen that in so long that I don't even know.
It's probably not worth
Like,
watching.
what do we talk about?
Can't interfere. It's a rule.
I don't remember, but I remember we talked about My Little Pony at some point.
Let the Ronso
We
deal
talked.
with
I
Ronso
talked
Bob,
about.
yeah?
I brought up some weird
That's how it's always been.
fan fiction that I read.
I'm worried about those summoners disappearing.
Actually, I didn't read it. I heard it on a podcast, but still, it's the same thing basically.
Hey, if we guardians do our job, no problem.
Yeah.
It's like saying listening to a podcast is basically like reading. I are getting smarter.
Absolutely, yeah. My IQ's gone up because I listened to hours of Joe Rogan.
I listen to Alex Jones and Ben Shapiro. Okay,
Yes, absolutely. You get much smarter from them.
it seems
As
the
long as you still
garden has
debate people who are
invaded.
smarter than you.
My turn.
Yeah, that
No.
plant monster looks like it's tough. Is it though?
Potentially, it does do the poison effect.
And now it's gone.
God damn, stupid bees. How many... Oh, I kind of want to showcase the Petrified Grenade, because I haven't used one of these yet. You know what, I will. So the Petrified Grenade is basically one of the most god-moded normal items in the game. It's basically, fuck you, get out of here.
I just noticed that, like, I think the game audio is like, picking up my microphone because I muted myself for a second. I muted myself for a second to clear my throat, and there was still sound picking up.
I didn't hear it, so... And if I don't hear it, then the recording doesn't hear it. I really ambushed twice in a row by this same trio of idiots.
That must be lucky to just be able to just see and hear what's going on and just know that's what's in the recording. I swear it never fucking works out that way with any setup that I have.
You use OBS Studio, right?
In the rare times I stream on PC, yeah. And each time I gotta remember how to do it again, like from square one. I had to stream Bug Fables again.
Yeah, probably should.
Hey, you, take me on.
Just want to make sure these enemies stop attacking Walker, so you can get some damage in. Without taking like 3,000 points of poison damage, which he currently is.
Nope. Yep, they're all just gonna keep hitting him.
Well, as long as this bug attacks Titus instead, he can attempt to hit it back. Just swing it in the air. You know what? Attacking unit is completely fine. This since poison is fractional and Yuna takes the least amount of damage.
So do you have like a whole fuck ton of healing items on you, or are you like currently losing to a basic enemy encounter?
I am... It's that ambush. The fact that they got an extra turn just screws with me. Please proc the damn Petrify effect. I bought that weapon merely for its 50% chance to instantly kill most enemies here. Very good number.
Yep.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, hey, hey!
It's the best Fat Albert impression I've ever heard.
My internet just crapped out for a second.
Oh, you didn't miss much. You missed the best Fat Albert impression ever, but that's about it.
No, I heard that, but like my frames dropped a lot, and like the voice got, like sound got a little glitchy and robot-y. But
Oh, that's
that
a
was all.
shame. This contains a chest just in the grass randomly that you would not know unless you look at the mini-map. Alright. You know what? I don't know why I didn't start using Fyra on the Ochu. AKA what that giant plant was. I'm stubborn in my ability to not want to use Auron or Lulu. I
Okay,
mean,
I'm back.
Lulu is completely useless at this point now that I have Yuna Black Mage, but I mean, at least Auron has the piercing weapon.
Piece of cake.
Okay, I'm back after the stream just crashed for a full like 10 seconds.
I figured something like that was happening. I guess that that whatchamacallit, what's the name, the slight crash was like a warning.
Yeah.
Man, at some point you get like a black magic sphere and you can give Yuna Drain or some actually good healing ability that does damage. When that happens, Yuna will be absolutely unstoppable for most of the game. I don't need to level up right now, I can do that. I can do that eventually in the future. Belgamine, please talk to me before a random encounter.
We meet again.
You can't just stand there while I fight them. Be kind.
It's crazy that random encounters like almost like don't exist anymore. It's like the entire gaming world has decided, you know what, that was kind of stupid.
You are right. I must train hard.
I mean, they could do the Earthbound thing where if you would kill them in one hit, they instantly don't happen.
A contest of aeons. A friendly
I think there's a few games that do that.
I'm ready.
Actually, no, I'm thinking of well, I'm playing Bug Fables, and there's like Paper Mario Badge where it skips enemy encounters if they're really weak compared to you.
Sounds good. Could just have it like a Final Fantasy XII where they're on the overworld, which I guess is what most of them do, since they saw it works. So this is the first time we're seeing Ixion.
I thought I was just saying, it feels like most like modern RPGs do that now. Like they're always out in the overworld. Even like freaking Pokemon's doing that now, and they're notoriously known for having games that never evolve.
Alright, so we're gonna summon Ifrit here for no particular reason. I believe this encounter doesn't, like, fail.
You didn't acknowledge my pun.
I chose to ignore it.
I was proud of that one. That's true. Also, Pokemon games haven't changed like at all.
Don't hold anything.
They're basically Call of Duty.
Although now there's a new Pokemon, like the new like Rattata is like this pig named Lechonk, and it's the best fucking thing ever.
Wonderful. This Ixion is having like a really hard time hitting me, which is great.
It's a bar that's filling up.
Oh, that's its overdrive gauge. Much like mine. I'm gonna get mine first.
Overdrive, right.
Yeah, that's a mechanic that was in this game.
And the summons overdrive's like always really good, right?
Yeah. How is it that it may use magic that Yuna's Ixion cannot? Well, you can select abilities in the menu to find out a list of abilities they can do.
You're still getting through tutorials this late in the game.
We are not going to stop getting tutorials for most of the game. This game just likes to pile on tutorials also eat shit Ixion. That's the thing about, like, Aeon 1v1s. Whoever gets the overdrive first wins.
Stop. That is enough.
Alright. That's a very calm response to just getting your ass kicked.
I mean,
Okay.
she has more power than that, she's just not using it.
Here, your prize. Go on, take it.
If you do not win this encounter, you do not get the Summoner's Soul, which is kind of important. If you want to summon...
Oh. Well, that's kind of shit.
I mean, you can get it later, but still. So, yes, it's a tutorial, again. Select ability, select Aeon. And if you have items that you get from stealing, which, spoilers, you don't have Riku by this point of the game, so you cannot steal unless you do what I did and took Kimari down Riku's sphere grid. So,
Is that something that's usually like recommended? Mixing and matching the sphere grids?
at least... Well, okay, so the thing is that you cannot do... bloody Kimari down Riku's sphere grid at this point of the game, unless you have level 2 key spheres. Unless you use the expert sphere grid, which is... Well, let's just say if you're playing the original American version, the expert sphere grid does not exist. I never had that problem because I grew up with the PAL version. But yeah, the whole secondary sphere grid, which is
I should have slept in this morning.
mostly better, you couldn't play as an American.
Why would they do that? That's... Like, I understand regional differences have, like, some small things, but a whole ass mechanic that they took away?
Well, another thing is that, okay, well, so the PAL version was made after the NTSC or American version. That's the thing. And another poignant point is, oh, come on, really?
What?
I want to show you something down by the river.
Alright.
Okay. Is there any penalty for just running away?
There is no penalty for running away except of how... The way you run away in this game is you go here and you hit escape, and you need to run away with... well, actually, you can run away with as many people as you want, as long as one of them escapes. You will not get a game over. But anyone that dies, you know, stays at 1 HP after the battle. I'm doing this just for the experience, because these are, like, weak enemies. And Waka's Stone Touch weapon is actually very effective here. Alright, cutscene time. Oh wait, no, I forget, there's another stretch of land here. Okay,
Final
that was a very
hallway.
short one. It's like one of those
You're
one
using
room
bedrock.
hallways from Darkest Dungeon.
So no, have you seen like that JonTron Final Fantasy sketch?
Which one?
The video is called Final Hallway. I think he was playing 13,
Are moon lilies.
and like at some point John's like, "Hey, I'm Mike.
They say
Try going left."
fireflies get
Character just moves forward.
night falls.
I can't go left, John.
Entire river
Hey,
glows.
try going right.
Sea of stars.
I can't go right, John. Hey, try playing the game. I thought I was John.
I got an idea.
Final Fantasy 13. What a failure. Also, that's a classic JonTron, Jesus. That was before he even
think
started
it's
doing game reviews.
And once we beat Sin,
I think it's
we're coming
13.
back.
Almost certainly.
Yeah. God, I miss when he did game reviews.
Same. Like, I think one of my favorite was... Actually, yeah, it was probably Monster Party. Monster Party was probably my favorite one.
I think I mostly loved his bootleg game videos.
They were good too.
Those are so good, yeah. And then he's another example of a guy who got a big budget, which made the show worse.
I tried to... I guess people thought his content got kind of stale or something. I always think his biggest problem was that he just never uploaded enough.
Mr. Shoe Puff.
Shoe Puff? That's some kind of boat?
Could be, yeah, actually, he doesn't post very often anymore. Probably doing something else. Who knows?
At least he isn't starting a podcast. Hint, hint, every other fucking YouTuber on the planet.
Yeah, kinda. I think the weirdest thing I ever saw was I think at some point Jacksepticeye like went on tour. I'm not sure if he was doing stand up or what it was, but he just went up on a stage. He went on tour for something. I'm like, all right, I guess some YouTubers do that now.
So giant elephant.
I think like KSI has a rap album. They just start going off in weird directions. Cause why not?
This is a shoe puff.
Whoa! Let's ride.
No, that's an
Come on, let's
elephant.
go.
Why do you got to give it a weird
All
name?
right, we bought
You don't
sushi
have to do
already,
that, you
huh?
know.
I found the 7th of Little Bo Peep's cowlicks.
Oh God, really?
Here, Walker, got anything good?
God, I hated that mission.
It was awful. These aren't that good.
I
SOS
just found it
and
funny how like the biggest meme was trouble with the trolley when like no one talks about the much objectively worse nightmare that was the Firefly escort in Spyro 3. Like,
yeah, I agree.
That one was so much worse, and that wasn't the one that got memed though for some reason.
There's a
No, I don't think so. It's bad idea.
I mean, I do know a whole bunch of people that keep saying, "Ow, I went boom again."
Impossible. Impossible.
Also, Jar
I think
Jar
that was
Binks right here.
This guy won't let our
hooray.
chocobo on the shoe puff.
I think that I Went Boom Again was even like the name of one of my
It is kinda
episodes
big.
like way back when.
It's just not
Most
fair.
likely. I think I have some vague memory of that.
He does have a point, though.
So what? We just leave him behind?
Hey, I didn't say
think also-
that. Just
Hunter from Fracture Hills was also worse, I think. Like there's several things that are worse than the
It was
trolley
no
mission.
good. We will have to find
I mean,
another
I
way.
think the worst part about Hunter and Fractured Hills was the fact that if you didn't have head bash when you did it the first time, you had to backtrack and do it again.
that'll take days.
Yep.
Where there's a
Great
will,
game design.
there's a way.
Oh boy.
I am sick of the Chocobo Knights. They don't actually really contribute anything to the story. Also, nice getting on the Chocobo animation, aka
Yeah,
there
really.
was none.
Where there's a will,
That's funny.
there's a way. Those words
God, just-
stayed with me.
That just random narration just throws me off each time. Because I keep forgetting that that's a thing in this game.
Yeah, this is currently still in Titus's story.
The driver know when you're ready.
Let's take this. Can I recruit any of you to Blitzball? Are any of you Blitzball players? No? There's Penis Hat Man again. Not talking to him. Because he'll just go on a 5-minute tangent. I swear there was like an Albed Primer here somewhere.
To me when playing Genshin Impact. Nope, don't talk to anybody. You don't know when they'll stop. You never know.
If you don't buy anything from me, you'll regret it. Do you have anything good? I guarantee that it won't be as good as what Iwaka has, and that's not even that good. But yeah. I will actually level up here because we're about to get into a fight. This is the right way, yes. Reflex, yes. I should probably zoom out and show you. This is what the expert sphere grid looks like. It's all grey instead of blue.
I barely remember the regular sphere grid.
That's a fair point.
Because I played this game once, like 10 fucking years ago, and this is a very obtuse method of leveling up that, like, yeah, you can learn it, and you can make the argument that it's a cool system, but it's a fucking weird one.
It is kind of tedious. I honestly still do like it over Final Fantasy XII's license board. That's just because the license board is honestly pretty awful.
You know, I had this game, because a coworker, manager actually, had an extra copy. Let me play it because this is his favorite one. And he also absolutely fucking hated Final Fantasy X too.
Oh yeah, same here. It actually genuinely is pretty bad.
Shoe puff?
Hang on, I gotta tab out real quick just to check something. Okay, everything's good.
Gotta check once in a while.
Yeah, just gotta check in case anything goes wrong. I don't want it to happen like that one time where I recorded an episode and I got to like the time I would end the episode and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to hit record.
Launching.
That's why I keep a backup save sometimes.
For me, there's just several different times where my capture card will just crash for whatever reason. And sometimes it happens like at the end of the episode. Sometimes I even catch it right away. Other times I'm like, oh hey, it crashed. How long ago did that happen? And I learned that it was like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Take a look.
What?
Alright, it's time for Walker Jones's famous racist rants.
A sunken city.
A Machina city, 1,000 years old.
He's Machina, you know what that is? It means Albed.
Bridges across a river.
But the weight of the city caused the bridges to collapse, and it all sank to the bottom.
Right, it's a good lesson.
A lesson?
Yeah. Why build a city over a river, yeah?
Well.
Yeah, don't tell him
it would be
about
convenient
Lord of the
with all that
Rings.
Water there.
No, that's not why. They just wanted to prove
There's,
they could defy the laws of nature.
Gen 3 Pokemon had a city just out in the
I'm
ocean.
Not so sure about that.
Bunch of rafts.
Yevon has taught us.
Wasn't there that group that wanted to just flood the world, basically?
Seek to use it. If you don't stop
Yeah, that
them,
was in
you'll
Gen
go too
3.
far, yeah?
That was if you had Sapphire. If you have
Yeah, but don't you use
Ruby, they
Machina
want to
too?
actually
Like the stadium and
th-
stuff, right?
just superheat the planet and evaporate all the water.
It decides.
Why don't we suck all of the moisture out of the world? Great idea.
So what kind of Machina may we not use then?
Remember Operation Mihan? That
I think that
kind.
like both of them though they actually accomplished their goal,
Rage again.
and it ends in like catastrophe. And it's like, oh shit, what do we do now? Then
More than
your
1,000 years
you know
ago,
10-year-old kid character has to go fix it to save the world.
using Machina to kill.
They kept building more and more powerful machina.
10-year-olds have to fix
They
the
made weapons
bad
so
oversights of
powerful,
everyone.
It was thought they could
And also
destroy
take
the
down
entire
major
world.
crime syndicates.
The people
That's just
feared
basically the plot
they'd
of Final
still be
Fantasy.
destroyed.
But the war did not stop.
Or JRPGs in general, and you could technically argue that Pokemon is a JRPG.
Sin came.
It kind of is.
Destroyed the cities and their Machina. The war
Oh my god,
ended
Kimari's doing that thing where, you know, you do the hand symbol and you place it on your leg,
was sin.
and then you get to punch
So,
people.
Sins are punishment for letting things get out of hand, eh?
Blah blah something something playing God.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not like the Machina are bad.
Only as bad as their users.
Only as bad as those Albeds, right?
People like the Albed screwing everything up.
Are the Albeds actually like all evil, or
No,
like?
Waka is just incredibly racist.
Sit down.
Sorry.
The Albed!
You know, I've only joined 2 recordings, and Una got abducted in both of them.
That is a weird coincidence, but I think this is the last time it... No, actually no, it happens once again later on. Alright. Extractor, one of the most inconsequential bosses of all time. It's never explained how Yuna got in the bubble. Also, speaking
It
of
was nice
which, it was in a recording, the last recording that you were in as well. This is literally just the Obliterator, but different.
I thought it looked familiar. Yeah.
This is the top part has been changed out.
And now it can go underwater.
I mean, it was underwater last time. At least half of it was.
I like the fact that the shopkeeper said, "Hey, buy something now, or else you might regret it." Hint, hint.
I don't think he was selling anything that would have been good against this boss.
True, but that was the games were saying, "Hey, you know, there might be a boss ahead." You know.
What am I doing? I have haste. I need to haste Titus. Don't accidentally haste the boss, Titus.
I guess that increases like your speed.
Yeah, it's a speed up for... pretty much indefinitely. Okay, so this thing cannot be hit by darkness, but I don't think it matters. Alright, cheer number 2. Wish cheer had a bit of a faster animation. 3.
How come only Titus and Waka can fight this?
Because Titus and Walker are the only characters who can properly breathe underwater.
They can breathe underwater. Why is that?
Because they're Blitzball players. I mean, if you go through the lore, anyone can do that, but it's like... takes, like, special practice.
Take some anime training.
Kind of. Also, yeah, if you do 500 damage to that thing, it stops its hovering upwards. And when it's hovering upwards, it can use a depth charge attack. Like everyone's favorite vehicle in any game, the submarine from Wrath of Cortex. You're attacking Titus when he has a counterattack weapon.
I watched the whole video on Wrath of Cortex, and it was funny. The guy pointed out that whenever you have like a vehicle, the levels are much worse because you're just a much bigger, floatier target. It's hard to dodge shits.
Yeah. Goodbye.
You know, there's a
Hey,
level in
finally
Wrath
got
of
Slayer.
You know,
Okay.
there's a level in Wrath of Cortex where, in order to get the Platinum Relic, you need to actually glitch out of bounds.
That sounds horrid, and I did stream Wrath of Cortex, like, I think it was a month ago or something like that, and I was trying to get everything, but then I gave up when, the ROM that I was using, glitched out.
Oh.
Also, Yuna counts as participating in this battle, but doesn't gain AP because she doesn't do anything. It's an interesting point. 2 Mega Phoenixes, right.
No, for real, there's a level in Wrath of Cortex where when you're on the monkey bars, you need to like take damage, and while you have those iframes, you drop down into the death zone, just run through it so you can skip the monkey bars for a bit, and then drop back up again.
Yeah, it's the worst level of all time just for that start.
It is literally a glitch. Oh no, that wasn't you see, the reason I even know all of this at all is because the video was this guy got every single platinum relic in every Crash Bandicoot game ever.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, and I'm talking about the Gold Rush level. But when you mentioned how it has the worst start ever, I instantly knew what level you're talking about because that was his #1 worst pick for the worst platinum relic. I think it was the last level in the game actually, wasn't it?
It's in the Lost Hub world. Also, best line in the game coming up right here.
So the Albetta behind that. Those sandblasted grease monkeys.
Thank you, Walker.
Wow. Damn. No one even knows how to reply to that.
Hey, Waka. It's no use complaining about the Albetta
Dude.
now, right?
You can't say that anymore, dude.
We'll protect Yuna from anyone, anywhere.
Yeah.
It's that
This is 1,000 years in the future.
That's all I need to know.
Well, I guess so.
I feel like every single like person in the party just mentally said bruh just there.
It's because everyone knows that Yuna is half Elbed. Except Walker.
I actually forgot about that, yeah.
Alright, want to put back that stupid stone touch weapon on.
Why do you take it off? Oh, because you can't petrify the boss.
Yeah, you cannot petrify bosses and kill them in one hit, sadly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who's texting me? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'll get to that later. Great. Right, there was an Albed primer here. I need to grab that. Hey, 12. Oh, Walker, how did you get over here before us?
Oh, Walker.
You have different things. Just items. You're not even giving me the discount on these?
Bro, you have 30,000 gil.
That's...
You can afford... You could...
I mean, I don't need items. I have enough of everything that he sells. Actually, I only have 10 Phoenix Downs. Yeah, I won't need them.
Only 10? How often do you need to revive people in this game?
Well, me? Not really that often. Until the late game. Also, this is a pretty good Blitzball player. I don't need her, but she is recommended if you didn't get Kyo. Alright, say goodbye to Kimari. Because he'll never be used again at this point.
You're not dead?
That's how I greet people as well, Titus. Don't worry, it's normal.
Cha-cha, real smooth. Well, okay, suddenly pre-rendered cutscene.
That's my reaction to when women in front of me start stripping immediately.
Starts tripping with all the ass shots.
Done for back there.
Riku looks infinitely more Asian than she does in the actual game in cutscenes like that.
Hey! You're okay.
So does Titus, though.
Where you been?
Oh, do you guys actually know each other?
Yeah. She was on the boat at the start of the game.
You beat me
Mm.
up, remember?
Huh?
I wasn't here at the start of the game.
Oh, that Machina?
That's a fair point.
You?
I forgot her name until we started recording the last video. You think I remember how they met?
Big meanie.
Yes.
Wait. But
Okay,
you
no,
attacked
probably not.
us.
Nuh-uh. It's not exactly what you think.
We were just kidnapping Uni.
Mm.
It's a convenient thing Titus was in front of everyone.
And you could say that.
Pleased to meet ya. I'm Riku.
Yuna?
You better not be one of those albeds.
Remember?
One of those
She was
grease
the one who
monkeys.
helped me before I
Those
was washed up on the
sand-blasted
stage.
grease monkeys.
She's an albed.
Wonderful.
Wow, so you like all your life. What luck meeting here, huh?
Oh, thank God Waka's dumb as a brick.
Praise be to Yevon. He's not smart enough to identify what makes, like, an albed.
You okay?
Waka,
Huh? What?
there's something we need to discuss.
Oh, go ahead.
Girls only. Boys, please wait over there.
Right. Sorry, Waka.
Huh? What?
All the emotion you could ever need in 3 words. That aren't even really words.
It's three just noises
Sir
with all
Ori,
just different states of confusion.
I would
Huh?
like
Huh?
Riku
Ah.
to be my guardian.
This game does that a lot.
I think I remember hearing somewhere that like Richard Horowitz's like vocal warm-ups and just making noises like
Okay.
Show me your eyes so I can see those spirally things.
Oh shit, you got a Sharon gun.
It's all Albed characters have that.
Are you certain?
And yet Waka can't fucking tell.
100%.
You think he knows he wants to learn more about the Albed?
Can I?
If Yuna wishes it.
If he hates him that much, it is a very clear, like, obvious sign of that. Like,
Riku's
how does he not know?
She helped me a bunch.
I mean, he's hateful. He doesn't know about them. He doesn't know the deeper meaning.
The more the merrier.
Righto. Then I'll just have to be the merriest.
It was strange. Even though Waka had always hated the Albed,
Riku, at your service.
he never realized Riku was one of them.
Yeah, and also Yuna.
People being hateful about political sides be like, oh! Alright.
Also spoilers, Titus. He never finds out in the whole game.
Totally.
I mean, the way that this entire game is structured, that's what it implies. Yeah, he never found out.
Actually, hang on. I need to check, status.
I think I remember
Yes.
also. I think that's how Persona 5 drove me insane with the fact that the whole story was told like in past tense, which really fucks with things in certain points. There's
Also,
one part where it just sorry.
Ooh, a
Tutorial.
treasure chest.
Ah. There's one part of that game where like just to keep the viewer surprised, they had to invent this bullshit reason for why there's gaps in the main character's memory. So like you play it and the game just like fast forwards like a couple hours. And it's like, huh, what was that? Just so that you can not be in another plan. Sorry, I'm still mad about that. Anyways.
So this
So
thing
what's
tells you
Riku's
about
deal?
treasure chests in battle. There are only like 3 places in the game where treasure chests can spawn in battle. Also, look at that ATB bar in the top right. Bomb core.
Yahoo!
Oh boy, random enemy. Tutorial on
You should know.
I was-
I'm scary when I get mad.
I was about to say, if it was only just a treasure chest, like, why not just leave that in the open world and not make it a battle? But okay, there's
It needs
more
to tell
to
you
it.
Riku can steal, and it forces you to use mix on this fucking enemy. You're going to try and use the most overpowered overdrive there is on one fucking, like, whatever this thing is. Okay, how do I want to obliterate this thing from existence?
I don't know. I never figured out how to use this mechanic.
I kind of want to put on a big spectacle.
For the first time, might as well. Don't use anything too rare, but like
right,
definitely overkill. It's really good.
Meet my motherfucking munchmaker. So that was a calamity bomb. That does like 4,000 damage, inflicts poison, silence, sleep, darkness. Pretty much a whole ton of bad status effects on enemies.
God, her animation is so fucking stupid.
That is true.
Riku's battle anime. He looks so goofy.
Oh boy, antidotes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
boy,
the
it's
late
lagging
game of
again.
this game is basically spam Riku's overdrive as much as possible, and then use that to spam Waka's overdrive as much as possible. Also, before I forget, switching to Slayer, because it is the best overdrive mode.
So the meta is Titus spams cheer, Riku spams her overdrive, which lets Waka spam his overdrive.
Basically. Actually, how much damage does Blizzara do to a resistant enemy?
I might crash again. Things are getting weird.
We're getting real weird.
Any better? Just watch.
Steal some Antarctic winds for no particular reason. By the way, Riku is still kind of very, very weak at this point of the game. Just because everyone else has had time to level, and Riku is still as strong as she was at the start of the game during the tutorial. And she doesn't level up very quickly either.
I was gonna say, like, I thought it was just, you know, the really old RPG shit where it's like, oh, they just start out at a lower level, so they level up faster. But not even that, huh?
Riku, watch and learn. Oh yeah.
So watch and learn, he says to the strongest character.
Well, she's not the strongest character yet. But very soon. What do I get from Remedy? Okay, useless.
Useless. Mada.
Horrible.
I hate the fact that I still know all the JoJo's memes when I actually watched that show and it wasn't that good.
I didn't watch it because I heard it wasn't that good. It's kind of what I do with everything, though. Alright, what's this upgrade? Agility. I need that.
No, there's a lot of people who actually swear it's like the best show ever. Like, unironically, too. And it's just not.
That's sad.
I also wish that I could just... I also wish I could look up like a King Crimson song on YouTube and not see the whole comment section get fucking invaded by them also.
Yeah, it's true. I had to deal with a JoJo fan on my server for the longest time. He's still there, but he's very rarely active.
Yeah, like they don't just haha funny memes here and there for like the people that are in on the joke. No, they just invade the whole forum. Like, sorry, the JoJo fans have taken over now because it was in a JoJo thing one time.
Haha, funny cartoon. I could have sworn there's a chest like around here in one of these zones on the mini-map. I guess not.
I mean, if they actually took the time to program in a whole new camera angle, that would make sense.